Yeah, rolling.
Hey.
F26. I got Jenna here with me.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Are we recording your morning rant now?
You know what I'm just doing? I'm just putting everything under that blanket at the
they're
moment.
just your rants, and then you put them out in the morning.
I just put them out. I'm just, I'm not. Sometimes I like today. I put out the, our party cast, and I put it kind of under that same blanket just because I don't know how to redo anything. But yeah, whether it comes out in the morning or not, I'm not even thinking of it. That nobody cares.
Okay.
No one cares. No one really cares. Yeah, what I do find is interesting. What we were talking about before this is like I was in my old neighborhood today, and a lot of memories were coming by.
Yeah.
Because when I'm driving by, I went by, let's see, 4 different houses and my old school. So 4 different friends' houses. No, I'm sorry, 3 friends' houses and my dad's old house.
Okay.
Just because I was curious to see what, I'd love to see how people fix up older stuff,
Yeah.
But a lot of things were coming back. Like it's very interesting. And it's interesting as an older man.
A lot of things are coming back. Like what?
Well, I mean, like I drove by my school, and I did not have a good time at that school.
What school?
Lakewood High.
Oh yeah, so you were like right down the street from
that
me
was,
where I
that
was
was the school I got the boot. So but I drove by and I remember a lot of things because I ran out that gate a lot. I hopped that gate a lot, and there was a lot of fights and whatnots and
I was there today too.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Interesting. So, but it's funny, like not just the school, but I went by friends' houses, and that brings back good memories, silly memories, whatever. But it's funny as an older man, especially as an older man that doesn't have kids or feel like I'm this old. But it was just interesting.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that because how we met in Hollywood. And what if I never left Long Beach and went to Hollywood? We would have never even known each other exist. But you know what? Maybe we would have because of music and stuff.
Yeah, probably. We would have ended up crossing paths at one point or another. But
I bet you we already did, and we didn't know it.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's listening, like Ian and I was telling him today, like we have been randomly podcasting and making music together for a decade now. We met in 2012.
Yeah.
And I mean, we worked together and did stuff like this long before we were ever together. We even thought about being together, And it's funny. Like today when he asked me if I wanted to jump in on this, I mean, I'm always happy to get on the microphone with you. And I think it's a weird thing. Like it's something that oddly we're so comfortable with, just recording our conversations back and forth to each other. I feel like it's a way that we bond.
Yeah. Well, I think what I'm actually doing too is like, with some of these like party casts or whatever, it's really an excuse to hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of these things are too. I'll be honest about even my band and some things is really an excuse to hang out with my friends sometimes.
Yeah.
Because really, I probably wouldn't want to rehearse with the band as much as if I hated everybody.
It's true.
You're just kind of going through the motions where I do enjoy writing. Plus, the band is all full of people that are very close to me.
Yeah,
so,
people that you love and care about.
who I hang out with anyways.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, you're kind of right though too. Like if you wouldn't have asked me to jump on the mic, I would be working on my computer and drinking and watching TV, and you'd be working in here until we go to sleep.
Yeah, and I think that's why these things.
That means you just wanted to hang out with me.
Yeah, I mean, it's what these things are great because you're kind of, I guess, you're busting out content. Yeah. So it's kind of like some sort of work, but it's fun and we're hanging out and drinking.
Yeah, productive conversation.
Like it would be odd. Check this out. It would be odd if we weren't recording and I just go, hey, you want to come in here and sit and just talk and drink?
I mean, I'd be like, let's go to the bar and do that.
Yeah, well, you would also ask me what's wrong. Like, is it,
are you okay?
You need to, or are you pregnant?
Do you need to run something by me?
Yeah.
Did you go to the doctor recently?
Think about it. Take the mics away. It's weird.
I mean, but the thing is, we do that, but then we just go. We walk across the street and go to the bar.
Well, yeah. Well, but yeah, it's a little different though, right?
Yeah.
To sit across from each other, schedule a sit across from each other, and start talking.
Well, I don't know because
with no microphone, it's weird.
No, because I mean, I guess not for girlfriends. For me and you, it'd be weird. But like the other night when I had Allie over here and we were gonna go out and go drinking, but we decided just to stay in and talk and drink all night.
Yeah, guys don't do that.
Yeah, girls love to do that.
Guys don't do that at all.
Like we just sit there and we catch up. Like, hey, so what's going on with you? Oh my God, so this is going down. Blah blah blah.
Well, no, I like a friend I haven't seen in a while. I'll hang out. We'll sit on the couch and bullshit. Especially if he's watching his kids or whatever. It's not like we can go anywhere. So we'll just kind of sit and catch up.
Yeah, like you have your friends over and hang out. But you have your friends over and you'll hang out on the porch and have a beer and smoke a cigar and talk.
Right.
Like I have my friends over and we sit down and we play with our tarot cards and drink and talk.
Yeah, it's
weird.
But
for me and you to do that because we're with each other all the time.
But it's weird to sit across from each other, I think. That's where it's at. If we were sitting on the couch, like, hey, you want to watch TV and drink, that's different, right?
Oh, see, I like to look at my homegirls in the eyes when they're talking to me.
Yeah, I don't think guys do that. Guys don't sit across from each other unless we're like at a restaurant or something. Yeah. We're not showing up. I'd be like, what are you doing, weirdo? Like, what do you, like, what do you got something to tell me? Is like that. Sometimes, my dad and I will conversate that way, but it's because we are scheduling.
You're scheduling your time.
We're scheduling a meeting to discuss the family. Is basically how that's true, to discuss the family. Ultimately, I think he's just trying to get stuff out of me because he wants to make sure, I'm good. But
get stuff out of you.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's like, look.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I go, I don't know. It's fucking nothing.
I don't know. I'm doing nothing.
And he's like, nothing. You're doing nothing. We talked about that already, but it was the last one where he was like, really? I go, okay, fine. Like, I kind of got mad. You want me to tell you? I'll tell you what I'm doing.
So your dad does the same thing I do to you.
Well,
what'd you do today?
What's
going on?
But I go, it's fucking boring though. It's dumb. It's dumb to tell your dad like I was in a stupid audition. Like, it's dumb. What'd you do? I did a dumb fucking video audition. It's dumb. And he goes, I don't think it's dumb. I go, yes, you do. Because it is dumb. Auditions are dumb until you get the job.
Yeah, they're a waste of time if you don't get the job.
Well, but
I guess it's not a waste of time.
They're also dumb. You're not
going to get it unless you audition.
They're also dumb. I'm a grown man that's doing voiceover auditions, trying to come up with this voice. It's stupid. It's dumb. And like a lot of people won't think it's dumb, but like I have friends in the military and you know what I mean? Like they do real shit. And it's like I'm auditioning to be a voice of some stupid cartoon character.
Yeah, but you also do a lot more fun things in your life, though, too. Like, you get to travel and play shows and go and do awesome stuff up on stage and be debaucherous.
Yeah, I think, I think my friends envy me and then I envy them because they're doing, like sometimes I go, like, you guys are doing something with substance, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where
I'm going, how'd you make money? Oh, I had some fake black gangsters hang me out a window. You know what I mean? It's like it's so stupid, But the sad thing is that made like 9 times
what they make in
one
day.
Well, no, I made what they make in a week in 30 minutes. Yeah, but it's stupid.
Yeah.
I
don't think it's stupid.
Like they're building shit, they're erecting a casino. Right,
sometimes, because sometimes I feel like, I guess it's kind of true because I have my day job too, along with being a musician. And I got my friends who are solely just musicians, and I envy the fact that they're able to make money solely as a musician, but they're constantly hustling and having a lot of doubt and worry about what's coming in where, right? But then I get bothered when they're constantly hitting me up like this, that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you're a grown up. You're a grown up. Go do. What do you think? I'm not working? And I'm like knee deep in cleaning up a human person's fecal matter because I work with.
You have to say it. Fecal matter.
Fecal matter.
Hey, did you hear my voice? Fecal matter.
Pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I'm doing real shit, like taking care of people and stuff, And I'm like, dude, but my job's hands-on.
Job. Yeah, I mean, that's a real job. It was like I was talking with Brandon, and he's a carpenter. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about what he's building. I'm like, that's so fucking cool. every day. I mean, you got to wake up 5 a.m. every day. But it seems so goddamn satisfying.
Once your job's done.
When the job,
paid.
it just, you know what I mean? And like in Office Space, you ever seen, the movie Office, the great movie Office Space? Yeah, we're at the end of the movie, he's so happy just working that job in construction with his neighbor.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah. I do feel like when I worked in office, like Office Space, and I worked in not even human resources. I worked as a background screener for like running people's social security numbers and shit and making sure that they weren't jerk offs for companies. And I fucking hated it. I hated it. I worked there for a year, and each day I came into the job, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
It's the worst.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. And I had an HR guy that was a lot like the
Lumberg.
A lot like Lumberg. I had like it was Office Space, and I'm like, I fucking hate you guys. I hate you. I hate all of you. And I ended up doing a jumping. Like I quit that place twice because I had to go back, which was even more humiliating. And I jumped up on the desk on the day that I quit and said, "Fuck you!"
Oh, you did? You did
fuck you guys. Get the fuck. I'm fucking out of here. Terry, you're cool. I'll see you next week at the party. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like I fucking hated that place. And like I left caregiving because I'm like, it's a hard.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Hello, Peter. What's happening?
Yep.
Oh, Peter. What's happening?
Yes.
Oh, Peter.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah, you guys know that movie, but
yeah. That was Mark Armanson.
Is that his name, Mark Armanson?
My head of my HR.
Oh.
That was him. Hey, Jenna.
Those guys exist.
So, how's it going here? I see that you only have processed 20 applications.
I see you only have 12 pieces of flair.
And I'm sitting there going like, because basically I had to turn down all these people from actually getting a job and bettering themselves because they went to prison. They're just trying to get a fucking job, and I'm sitting here hating my life because I'm telling people no.
Yeah.
Fucking hated it. And then I originally got out of caregiving to go do that because I was like, it's fucking hard, man. It's really hard. And you have to take a lot of the people that you care for's burdens upon yourself, right? And so I'm like, I'm going to go do this. And as soon as I left there, I was like, I'm going back to doing something worth substance. I'm helping people. I'm doing something good. I'm creating something better for the better good, Yeah. And I was like, I couldn't fucking handle that. Brandon's doing something cool. He's building, he's creating, he's doing something for other people. His job and title is doing something to create spaces for other people. That's totally cool. Music does that. It allows people to have an outlet for emotional tension, for
I'll
stress.
I'll stop saying that. Yeah, I mean,
performing. If you're creating a character, you're allowing other people to get lost and not realize how much their lives suck because they're working at a fucking office where they hate Armanson.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's those guys exist, the Lundbergs of the world.
Armanson.
And I've seen them.
Shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Did they want to be that?
The thing is that
when they were younger,
Mark looked exactly like Lundberg too.
Yeah.
He had the long hair split down the middle with the glasses.
The glasses.
I'm like, what the?
The unattractive glasses.
With the fucking with the button up T-shirt.
Yeah.
Who decided that that's a style?
Oh, he had a short sleeve
button up with the tie.
Those are the worst.
And the khaki pleated
with the
Dockers.
tie.
And the Dockers.
When do you become that person? You know what I mean?
I don't know, but that's a real person.
Now, because I've
that's
worked.
That's a fucking real person.
I've worked in offices also. Not a lot of offices, but I have, and I've had to wear a suit a few times. Mm-hmm. I'm not going in with that short sleeve shirt. If I'm wearing a suit, baby, I'm wearing a suit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm coming in looking as good as I can at least.
It's funny, when I was working there, my guitar tech for my band, Rue, he worked there too. He was the one that got me the job. And he was super fucking metalhead, and like I would see him. We'd hang out outside of work. Like as soon as we got off work, we would change into our regular clothes and go and fuck off at the bar. Just like, oh my god, did you see what Armanson said to Tina today? Like it would be that kind of shit. But he was in full on like Metallica shirts, and he would throw on his Janko jeans because It was the early 2000s, and
Yep.
and we were raver / metalheads and shit. And I would throw on my goth and punk gear. I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Gotta get the fuck out of here.
The
So bad.
the human wasn't made to be in these office cubicles for 8 hours.
No, and that's
a
exactly
day.
it too. I got yelled at because I had a picture of a sexy dude dressed up in like a little angel Cupid outfit. I thought it was funny and cute, and I got like written up for HR for that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, when there's an HR, I've never worked in a place where there's HR, but it's that just seems like I want to kill I've worked jobs where I want to kill myself. I've worked in food and things like that, and that makes me want to kill myself, especially because I know I'm not going to spend the rest of my life there.
Yeah.
I'm really just trying to get to the next step of being able to pay bills.
That is exactly what that was, though, too. I was like, you guys are all taking this like, I'm going to climb the corporate ladder. And I'm taking it like, this is my next paycheck until I find something cooler.
Yeah, where the boss asks you, like, where do you expect to go with this company? And I'm like fucking nowhere, man. I want to get out as soon as possible.
Like, I can't go anywhere. My cubicle's small enough.
I go, I'm here because I don't have an education. So I'm here until somebody gives me something better. It's ridiculous.
I'm not going anywhere with this company. I'm going to go somewhere with my band because I'm a rock star.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, I worked at Worthington Ford in Long Beach, and I always say
I drive past that every day.
Yep, and old E was working there, and I never forget one of the guys. His name was Dave Corrales. I'll never forget this guy, and he looked just like in Tommy Boy, the other brake pads guy that's trying to take over the company.
Oh yeah.
What's Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd.
He looked just like Dan Aykroyd in there and talked. It was uncanny, just like him. Yeah, and it was Dave Krause, but Dave Krause was cool. I actually liked him, but they refused to give me a raise because I was due for a raise because I was there for a year. The raise was like a quarter, just fucking $425 to $450 or something. And anyways, I kept going back, and I go, hey, Dave, I still haven't received my raise. And Dave finally goes, well, if you don't like it, quit. Right? I go, okay, I quit.
Oh, peace.
And then he goes, very good. Just, you know what I mean? Like, I think if I'm looking back, and I don't know, maybe not, because I think Dave really liked me, actually. I think he knew, like, this is not for you.
No, maybe.
Like, you need to.
On top of that, though, you were joyriding in some of those cars.
I definitely was. We were racing, we were joyriding, but it's funny, like I got my best friend Angel that job too. And he really liked the both of us. Like there was something about us that he really liked. I don't know what it was. And he really liked Angel. Angel was there for probably another 2 years after I left and got promoted. Like, yeah, it was crazy. And we got into some shit over there. I mean, I got in fights in the wash rack and shit. Like I fucked some dude up against one of the new cars that was bought. Like it just got bought, and I smashed some dude.
Oh, it's like that scene in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where
kinda, yeah. But we were just kind of banging up against it. But
that's funny.
Yeah, because what people used to do over there is like it was kind of like service porter versus sales porters. If anybody knows what those are, but I was a sales porter. And we just moved cars and washed cars and
they were on the show floor, right, and then service was for
and we did the commercials, the Go See Cal commercials.
Go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal.
And I was the ones that would drive the car up on the little pedestal there, and then we would spin the car. Now I know you guys think the car's on a motor and it's spinning. No, those are humans that push, and then run out of camera while it spins around. And one time I forgot to put that shit in first gear, so it was in neutral, and I didn't put and we spun it and it rolled off and started rolling towards the new cars and shit. But luckily I went running and I jumped in the car and hit the brakes before it hit the cars, and I was like, whoa. And they were like, Ian, you forgot that. And I was 19 or something, so I blamed it on the car, But
why'd you blame it on the car?
Well, I was like, I put it in first, man. That fucking emergency brakes must not be working or whatever, whatever. That's so it was okay, but I felt really stupid. But that was an interesting job because it was one of those jobs where I felt like this Dave Corrales was like, look, you don't belong here. If you don't like it, quit. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Like
He did you a favor.
You're not going to be here much longer anyways, man. What are you doing? You know, you're going to be a sales porter your whole life? You know, this is for kids. You know, what are you doing? Which there wasn't. It was all adults that worked there, you know, loser adults. I mean, it's true. And one of the things that they would do is the asshole service porters would take our time, like hide our punch-in cards, our punch cards, so we couldn't clock in. And then they would clock us out sometimes, like so we wouldn't get paid, you know?
What a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, so we handle that. We handle business. You know what I mean? Like me and my boy Angel, you're fucking with us together at the job. Bad news for you.
Yeah.
That's bad news.
That's not cool.
Yeah, you could be like, how is he going to get us back? Oh, we're going to fuck you up.
Yeah, we're going to hurt you.
I'm not going to play a game.
I don't think they know about, anybody who's listening knows about Angel, but Angel was he was a Marine over in Afghanistan.
Angel,
and he was
my best friend Angel was a Marine
MMA
and an MMA fighter. So, but I mean, he wasn't doing all that at that time. You know, we were young. But he loves to fuck people up. Yeah. That's for sure.
He likes to fight.
He liked to fight. But I was the one that was thrown down on this occasion, really. But yeah, we did. But he set it up. You know?
He's all, Ian's gonna fight.
Well, it was more of like make the phone because we had walkie talkies where you talk to everybody, and we're like, hey, we need to come see you in the wash rack. You know what I mean? And I was like. And I basically was like, so you taking our time clocks? He's like, yeah. So boom, and I just blasted him, right? You know, like I didn't even barely let him speak, you know, and I just blasted him. And then we were just going up against the car. I racked him up. But the car had some tiny little dents on it. And it's funny, Dave Corrales calls me in there. I think I'm getting fired. And he goes, so who won? Right? And I go, me. And by the way, he cusses every other word. But he goes, next time you decide to fucking fight on my lot, don't do it by the new fucking cars. Now get out of here. And that was it. Like I didn't get punished. That was it. You know.
Well, he's probably he probably knew what they were doing too. You know.
Yeah. Well, we complained about it too before, you know, but it was like they didn't want all the problems, but. That was it. I mean, I can go on and on about that job. There was so much shenanigans that went on over there. Just to let you guys know that are buying new cars, there's kids jumping in the cars, peeling out in the cars before you buy them, just to let you guys know. So when there's...
It's already been taken off the lot.
It's way off the lot. Way off the lot.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, I mean, there used to be the used car lot, and that was a lot of fun. And I crashed the car there like on purpose. Well, I tried to jump it. I tried to jump a ramp off. It was a little Mazda Miata. And it was a Mazda Miata. And those things are so fun to drive, the little because the stick shift. Like, they're little go-karts. Yeah. And it was, the used car lot was in this dirt lot. Like, it was off the lot. It was in a dirt lot. Okay. And there was this big, like, ramp-looking dirt thing. And I was like, I'm going to jump it. Right? But it turns out it was a old cement light. Like a street light.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
but it was covered with dirt, you know, so I thought I could just jump it, but I just went into it, and I was like, oh shit! So there goes that car.
Yeah. How did you not get fired for that?
Well, because in the used car lots, they're all fucked up. All those cars are fucked up, so no one knows the difference. So everybody fucks them up.
Oh.
Yeah. So they try to resell them. So before they resell them, anyways, they send them into body shops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's really nobody knows, and there wasn't all this technology and cameras or anything, so we were fucking those lots up, man.
Jesus Christ.
Sounds like fun, right?
Does sound like fun, except for the getting in an accident part and hurting yourself.
I didn't get hurt, though. It was just startling. Like, oh, my God. Now, when I say I was going to jump it, it's not like I was doing Fast and Furious. I was still driving fast, but I was, you know, I couldn't get to top speed, you know.
He's all, now I know why. He's like, take it or leave it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he wanted me gone, but I mean, I think they really liked me over there. But yeah, it was one of those deals. But that at least I was outside all the time. You know what I mean? I got my friends hired and shit. But I did telemarketing for a little bit. and I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah,
man.
you want to you're in those fucking offices and you want to fucking kill yourself. And sorry for anybody who's listening that may work in an office and you don't feel that way. If you like it, then
Well, and God bless you.
more power to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I ain't mad at the job either. Like we all need to work and jobs need to be done. Like these are important things to do. It just seems like the human body shouldn't be staring with these fluorescent lights and the.
I would I would constantly fall asleep too. Arminson would come by and he'd be like, "Jenna, wake up." And I just like I quit that place twice, dude. They didn't fire me. So many times I was found with my head on the desk, like falling asleep. I fell out of my chair once in front of my boss. I fell asleep and just fell out of my chair.
Yeah, I mean these are jobs where it's like
it was so boring.
Do these guys know, like your guy Armisen or Lundberg? Do they know this job is boring, or are they boring people? And you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't. I spent more time. I once got called in to HR because I was told that I take too many coffee breaks or too many lunch breaks or eating breaks or whatever. But I would go to the coffee room because I was falling asleep at the fucking at the computer.
Yeah.
And I needed to get a little bit of energy or something to wake me back up.
Is it because you were out partying all night?
No, honestly. I mean, yeah, I was partying all night, but it wasn't because of that. It's because, and it still happens to me now. Like, I'm an adult, and when I'm sitting in front of a fucking TV screen for too long or a computer screen, I start to blank. Like, my eyes just, like, fucking, it's annoying.
Yeah,
You can't stare at a computer for that long.
Like, even though, our worlds now are full of computer screens and phones and all that stuff.
It's instant. I fall asleep. Like people, I don't understand the whole turning off the computer and screens and shit, and people staying like keeps you awake. Yeah. That shit knocks me out instantly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
so bored.
But I do feel that like the human body isn't supposed to be staring at these screens.
We aren't. Yeah, it's ruining our eyesight.
Like, and people, there's most people. I don't think most. Who that's a dumb thing to say. A lot of people, I don't think even go outside a lot. You know what I mean? If you think about it, they wake up, they get themselves to their car. From their car, they go into work, into the cubicle, and then clock out at 5 or 6.
Yep.
Get in the car from the door, which is maybe 20 feet. Okay, drive and back in their living room, click on the TV, and then that's their day.
Dude, and now people, because of COVID and people being able to telecommute and do everything that they could do at their job on their computer at home.
Yeah.
Like people aren't even leaving. They're not even leaving their fucking bedrooms. Like one of my clients, she's got her dad with them, and her dad's my client. But she literally wakes up and she goes to work in the office in her house, and she's in her pajamas all day.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm like, did you get out and do anything today? And I tell her, I'm like, hey, don't forget, like, you got to get out and get some movement going, you know? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to take the dog for a walk.
Yeah.
Good. You get outside because it's going to fuck with your brain staring at that TV, staring at that screen for so long. And there'll be times when she comes out, she's like, I can't fucking do this anymore. I can't stare at the screen anymore. And then she's always like, that 4-hour Zoom meeting could have been a 10-minute email.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, the Zoom meetings and all that, there's starting to be a lot of pushback for that. Like for example, like Elon Musk is insisting that his people come in a lot of times because
people they're fucking off.
Well, fucking off, attention. But yeah, work, you got to come in and go to work. You for the most part, because better work gets done. I mean, I like that. That was awesome. Yeah, I mean, I would insist. I would insist, but that's me. I hate Zoom. I hate FaceTime. I hate that. I don't like it.
I'm not a fan of it either.
Unless we're doing sexy time FaceTime because you're out of town or something.
Yeah.
But
those are the best. I got some screenshots.
I do too. But I think those are sweet, you know. But like I was telling my mom, you know, or I got the iPhone and my mom has an iPhone, so we're like, hey, we can screen time. My mom's like, nah, I'll pass.
No, I don't want you to see me.
Yeah, she's like, I'll pass. I go, okay, I respect that. Yeah, we don't need to do
so then that makes my brain think like, The only time my mom ever passes up a video call from me, and I'll get the message 10 minutes later. Sorry, I was naked.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing naked at 2:00 in the afternoon, Mom?
Well, it's at her own house.
Yeah, but she lives with my uncle.
That's interesting.
So it means that she's farting around in her room all butt ass naked doing something. I'm like, what are you doing, Mom?
She got out the power tools or what?
Probably, but that's the first thing. That's the first thing my brain goes to, because of course my mom and I, like, we're no holds bar with anything. Like, we're completely upfront and honest. And yeah, she's all, sorry, I was naked. I'm all, little afternoon delight, and she always sends me a little happy face or.
Oh shit, that's so funny. No, but that's true. There was a few of those Zooms. Like, I think you still can look them up on YouTube or something. Like, where the one of the governors or something.
He stood up and he didn't realize he didn't turn off the camera.
Well,
he was naked,
but also there was
underneath.
one where, like, this young 22-year-old girl just goes scampering across the back, and everyone's like, "Oh,
So you did that to me when
What
I was on my Zoom meeting.
was that?
You did that. You had clothes on, thank God. But like, I was on my Zoom meeting with India, because I'm going to India. It was at the U.S. Embassy, and 7 a.m. fucking Zoom meeting with 500 people from 500, like 50 people in the U.S. Embassy. All, like, they had to talk to the head of the embassy, blah blah blah.
Why are they
CDC.
Zooming with you?
Because they're the ones that are bringing us over. The U.S. Embassy is bringing Paradise Kitty over to India.
But why do they have to do this Zoom thing?
Because there's protocol to go through. Like, we're going over there as ambassadors for women from the U.S. So because we're doing, it's not just shows, we're doing conferences where we're talking about being women in the music industry, and like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thingy thing. But anyways, so I'm on this fucking Zoom meeting, and Ian's just waking up, and he's not a pleasant person in the morning. He doesn't like mornings. Mornings and Ian are not friends.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'm telling the people, not you. But anyways, you wake up, but you don't have a shirt on. So at least you had pants on. But I'm watching all the girls, because all the guys there don't look so great. And then you walk by, and all the girls' eyes just open up like heart eyes emoji, like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, that's my better half.
What?
Like, the heart eyes emoji.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like, that's my better half there. And there was one of them.
Was that looking good? At least I wasn't scratching my butt, or, you know what I mean? Just like, oh yeah.
No, you had AM abs, so you were.
Yeah. That's right. In the morning, your abs are shredded.
You looked good. And I'm like, yeah, girl. Well, that's my better half, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, look, but I mean.
And Rachel's just sitting there going.
I mean, that's not that, like, really, it's not that awkward. It's not like,
no, it's
because there's other people in a house. Like, you got to understand that. But it's funnier when it's like an old politician. He's 60, and this 20-year-old girl in, like, underwear and bikini.
I'm computer illiterate, and I don't know how Zoom works. I'm like, there's all of them have got the fucking where they can blur out the background. I have no clue.
Oh, really?
I have no clue how to do that.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, I mean, it's just like that.
How do I do that?
It may be a setting on the thing, just like on the phone, how you can do that with the cinematic.
That's the other thing. I do my Zoom on the phone, because my computer, the camera makes me look ugly, and my camera on my phone makes me look pretty, but I can't figure it out.
All right.
So they got prime shot of you in the morning, and your cum gutters walking past.
Funny. I didn't know that. Well, look, I'm getting up. I mean, I gotta walk to the kitchen.
Yeah, like, yep, that's my better half, boys and girls.
At least
I'm just glad. I'm just like, oh, thank God he has pants on.
Yeah.
He's got pants on. If you would have just been walking through, because you never walk through naked in the house.
I'm not much of a naked.
I'm the naked walker in the house. You're more, but I was just.
It would have been funny if I walked over naked, like with like a sock over my dong or something.
It would have been funny if you just would have been like, "Why do you have makeup on at 7 a.m? Who are you talking to?" And you're naked, and you're like, "Oh shit."
Oh, I don't even remember doing that. Yeah. I guess I just got up and went and made coffee or something, right?
Yeah, that's your normal routine. As soon as I'm up, you're up. and I was up early that morning. I was actually up at 4:00 that morning because I had an interview before that too in the East Coast.
Sounds
so
awful.
I'm like, well, at least you had clothes on, you had pants on.
If I do one of those, let's set, because I'm down to set up a whole scene. Like,
I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to let you know when I'm doing these early morning Zoom meetings then, because now I'm going to have you walking through the house with a sock over your dong and your Doc Martens and nothing else.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a cowboy hat on. I'm just gonna walk on by like nothing else.
This is for a women's conference talking about women empowerment.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there going, "What y'all bitches talking about?"
Howdy, ladies.
Howdy,
like
ladies.
what you see?
Yeah. This will turn you into more of a woman, huh?
I'm sitting there going, look, at least he's got fucking pants on.
That's so funny. I didn't know I did that. I mean, look, I was just going about my normal life. You know?
Yeah, but it was funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
And I'm watching them go.
What? So everyone can see through the camera or something? Or?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
You're doing a Zoom meeting with people from India and the whole band or something?
It was me and Rachel and the U.S. Embassy and the Vakken Foundation. The Vakken Foundation and the U.S. Embassy are bringing us over. And so
what's the Vakken Foundation?
They're the ones that started the Vakken Foundation. They're the ones that started the major mega music festivals in Europe, and that came over here and did stuff like they have got stakes. And they did Germany Open Air, Bangalore Open Air, like all these massive music festivals, and they're one of the partners in with this whole conference for Let Women Do the Talking in India, to get women not just in like being musicians, but also being in the production side of it. You know, we were going over with the head of what the fuck is it? Not Ticketmaster. What's the ticket company now? Live Nation. The head of Live Nation is the CEO, the chief financial or CFO, chief financial officer over there is a woman. So we're going over there and like. It was also like Sylvia Massey, who's a major metal producer.
Where are you playing at?
We're
like,
gonna.
Is it?
We're playing at
Taj Mahal.
No, but we are going to the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty fucking rad.
Yeah.
But it's I don't. There are a couple clubs. Like one's called Mic Drop. Another one we're doing the Hard Rock Cafe over there in Bangalore. Okay. And
it's funny how that hard rock, man. It
took over.
It took over and made its way around everywhere.
Yeah, but it's like, anyways. So I'm sitting there, and these are also the other girls. The other girls that are going with us were also on this Zoom. So like, yeah, ladies.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies.
That's funny.
So it was Zoom meetings. They're fun.
Yeah, I didn't know. I got some good shots there.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's funny that you went over. I didn't know that. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right.
Luckily, I'm not that. I don't walk around naked most of the time.
I'm sitting there giggling because it really made the meeting a bit more fun for me. I'm just watching everybody's eyes go.
Yeah.
Follow you across the screen. I'm like,
that's silly. Here, I'm gonna pause it and get another beer.
All right.
Yeah.
That could have gone a little sideways.
Could have gone right. You know what? I really like these beers. I'm drinking these Longboard Island lagers.
Yeah, those are tasty.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know what?
They're no cherry wheat Sam Adams.
You know what? You know what sucks is our friends that don't drink. You know what I mean? Like that's stupid.
I don't think so. I love my friends that don't drink.
I think it sucks, man.
My friends that don't drink, one, are never weird that I'm drinking around them. Like they'll come and belly up to the bar and they'll order a mocktail. We'll have conversations like nothing. And then I also know that I'll have a ride home.
That's true.
Yeah, and the thing is they want to come out and hang out at the bars and socialize.
That's true. I mean, like there's the friends that don't drink because they're a uber fuck up when they drink. And
I got those too.
And they can't be around it.
Yeah.
You know, so if you can't be around it, it's like shit. Like we really have nothing in common.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's not much to do, you know. Like, I mean, but when I'm playing music, I like to drink. When I'm, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Right.
like, and it's not even like I like to get hammered. Like, I like to just have it around, you know, a little sippy sip.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But then there's your drinking friends who are a mess when they get to a certain point.
Yeah, 2 beers.
Yeah, or if they
How
get
is it
2
that
beers,
2
but
beers in, and all of a sudden you're a fucking, like, you flip the switch and you're a fucking fucktard.
because they got to drop the alcohol and get on a drug or something. You know, like stop with the alcohol and find a good drug for yourself.
Right.
Get on coke or something. But I mean, it's like that's like where you start to see the point of no return.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Hang up. She's falling out of the bar still.
yeah. But then I love the friends where you can be drinking all night and then it's like all right later. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like there's no, you know, you got the guys that are a problem that you got to babysit. Then you got the guys that'll go, hey, let's fucking go to Vegas. You're like, nah, I go fucking pussy. You know?
You're like, nah, I gotta work tomorrow.
I gotta work tomorrow, man.
But then you have that one guy that's just drinking all night and like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, or then there's the guy that can't have fun unless you're hitting on chicks or something. You know,
the lonely friend.
yeah, that's usually how that is because, and they never take my advice as like, hey, girls can sense the
Desperation.
the desperation on
Yeah,
you.
it smells.
When you're not engaging with the guys that are at the table, you're just constantly looking around and you're always looking at chicks. You know, it's like.
Well, we as girls, we have a version of that too.
By the
We
way,
have
that guy never looks like Joe Manganiello or anything.
Yeah,
you know
never.
what I mean.
He's never hot.
He's never that guy.
He's never that guy.
Yeah.
No, we have that version too, and it's the girl.
As a girl?
Yeah.
Interesting.
With our
Okay.
girlfriends, it's the girl.
Do tell.
It's the girl that can't go out without, like, she's all done up completely to the nines no matter what, but also like she starts going, this place sucks, when there's not one dude that's paying attention to her.
Oh.
But the thing is,
paying attention.
yeah,
I see.
and the thing is, and then that one friend will eventually get bored hanging out with you, and she'll start eyeballing guys, like trying to like eye fuck them. So somebody comes over.
So someone comes over and ruins the conversation.
Yeah, it ruins the conversation. And then now all of a sudden she's getting a drink bought for her and she's got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
She just needs some sort of attention.
Off the mic, you're gonna have to tell me who it is. But I'm gonna make a prediction.
Okay.
I'll make a prediction.
All right.
I'm not gonna tell you right now. I'll write it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so and then we have to break her up away from that person. And she goes, oh, well, we're having such a good time. And this is the girl that we have to talk out of going back to their house because she's going to end up cheating on her boyfriend.
Yeah. Did I get it?
Yeah.
Did I get it? Hell yeah, man.
And we got to
What a
talk
fun
her
game.
out of that.
What a fun game, though, right?
Although I have to say that person that Ian just guessed also takes care of a lot of us when we're out and about.
No, yeah, you're not saying she's a bad person.
No.
You're saying that's one of those things where it's like, can't we just hang out? Because if a guy comes over, now everything's broken up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's like, she's the one that, if she was single, it'd be fine. But when she's not single, I mean, there's not that person because that person tends to be single a lot out of my group of friends. But if that person, sometimes when they're not single and they still need that attention, then now we have to play, we got to play person roulette. Okay, who's going to take her? Who's going to take her? Who's going to take her? Ah, you got the straw. That sucks for you. You're taking her home. Now she's going to complain. And then once you get her in the car, she's going to be drunk and she's going to complain about her boyfriend doesn't pay attention to her at all. And then all these other guys love her so much. So, yeah.
It's almost the same thing. It's just a little different. Yeah, guys, there's no one's paying attention to me because people just don't pay attention to guys. But there's a constant looking around, not paying attention to the table. You're trying to hook up, and which means I have to be a wingman when I don't really want to be. Like I kind of
I want to go home.
I kind of wanted to just hang and get drunk and be a dummy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I got to try to be a cool guy so you can fucking get laid.
And now you got to go talk to this girl's friends, and you're like, yeah.
I feel like I have that. I feel like I have to be that guy too. Like,
well,
that
yeah,
I have
because
to.
out of all your friends, you're the best looking guy, so you could be.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
No, but okay, but honestly, out of all your friends, you're normally.
Well,
you're
thank you,
usually
my girlfriend, saying
usually,
that. Yeah.
Well, it's true, but you're usually the best looking dude out of all your friends, and then with that, they're like, well, this is my good looking guy friend. I'm cool hanging out with him. He's a rocker and blah blah blah, and so it's like you up his ante. You know what I mean? Like you up their coolness.
Well, friends are do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends definitely is a big.
So you up his
Up for
coolness,
chicks,
but now
but
he
yeah.
needs you to talk to her friend, and her friend's a fugmo.
Now that. Well, no, it's not even about being I don't want to talk to them. Well, like I do if they're interesting. But,
yeah, if they got something going down.
But a lot of times, then they come over, and then it gets awkward because we have nothing in common.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting there bullshitting, telling racist jokes and talking about strippers and shit, right? So now these girls come over, and we can't say shit now. You know?
They're like, damn it, I'm gonna offend someone.
So now it's all silent, and then, but what happens though? Here's what happens: I start piping up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I wish I was a fly on that wall. That would be great.
I have to, but it's funny. Like I'll try to offend. It turns out it works perfectly. You know what I mean? Like
I'll try to offend, and I do.
Yeah, they just won't leave the table. In fact, they're intrigued now.
Yeah, now they're like, oh, he's got balls to say what he really thinks.
Yeah, but then like some of my other buddies will pipe in, and then they're like, ugh.
Yeah, because
You're
he's not
racist.
because he's not
just said what I said.
he's not the good looking one. You are. It's just like fucking Brad Pitt is never gonna get Me Too'd.
Yeah, like it.
Although they tried to pin that shit on Johnny Depp
You gotta
with
be
Amber
careful.
Heard, but they tried to pin it. She tried to pin it on him.
Yeah, but
he
it worked.
couldn't do it.
But he fought. He worked because he fought back.
Yeah, he fought back, and then
Years later.
the whole world is on Johnny Depp's side.
So funny, but. Yeah, one of those. So basically, yeah, that's the thing with the guys. So it's like we got to look around, and that guy bothers me. It's like those kind of things need to happen organically. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not entertaining enough, let's not go out and hang out together. You know what I mean? Like just go out by yourself and go pick up on a broad or something. Why I got to sit here and talk to these?
They need a wingman because they don't have anybody to up their ante. You know what I mean? They don't have somebody that makes them look cool because you're the cool guy and you get to hang out.
But there's kind of nothing worse than planning to go get chicks. You know what I mean? Like it when it's like, hey, let's go find some chicks. It always it's just like,
It's funny that guys like.
It doesn't sound. It's not fun for me when you got to be like, oh, those girls look good. Let's go walk up to them. Like
I've never once gone to my friends go, oh my God, I need to get laid tonight. Let's go out.
Well, I don't think you guys are allowed to say that, but you have that in your brain.
Well, no. Well, yeah, but I've never done that. Like you go out, and you're like, cool. Like me being single is a very rare occasion in the first place. I'm a serial monogamous, but like.
Because a freshly divorced or broken up girl needs to hook up with some random dude.
Yeah.
And you know she's doing that. But the problem is girls, younger girls, I guess, you know, before they turn 40, they start getting drunk. So they're getting drunk and they're hooking up with just the dumbest dudes of all time.
Hey, you're that one.
I'm the dumb dude of all time?
No, you're not the dumb dude of all time, but you were the guy I hooked up with right after a breakup.
No, but I wasn't right out. No,
you were right after the breakup.
No,
like,
you had a few in between. Yeah.
I was only broken up for like 4 days.
Oh, well, I don't want to get into that then. I don't want to get into whatever that was then.
I mean, I dated other people while I dated you, but until we made it official. But you know,
that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, no, I literally like you were the first person I hooked up with.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
No, actually, you're right.
That's not true because I know exactly.
Yeah, I did hook up with somebody else.
Yeah. Ugh.
Why are you ughing?
Because that's gross. I'm picturing his long hair just all in his face, you know. His eyeliner.
Your hair is longer.
His eyeliner is smearing.
Your hair is longer.
It takes him like when his pants come down. It takes forever because he's got 5 belts on. He's got to get all his bracelets off and his belts and his all his bandanas are all getting caught and stuff. It's like it's like
messed up.
It's like get naked. He's like, I'm working on it. I mean, it's like,
that's messed up.
Like he probably looks bad, like a bad blowjob chick looks like. You know what I mean? Wakes up in the morning, his eyeliner smeared.
Blowjob eyes.
His eyeliner's smeared. His long, thinning hair is fucking coming out to the right.
That's harsh.
I'm not mentioning one person. I'm mentioning a type of person.
Oh, okay.
Why you think see? But I got it right. I got it right. I know how things roll with you thinning haired rock and rollers, and the eyeliner. Stop with that eyeliner, guys. Stop.
No, I like eyeliner on guys.
When they're not on stage, Jesus.
No, when you're not on stage, it's silly.
It's weird when you're not on stage, and I can't. It's hard for me to talk to you.
Johnny Depp wearing eyeliner on the stand?
Oh, I don't know.
Like
does he wear eyeliner going out?
Yeah.
God.
I just expect him to constantly be wearing eyeliner and painted nail and have his nails painted.
Well, and wear 27 bracelets.
Yeah, and 4 scarves.
Scarves, bracelets, feather hanging off the belt.
Yeah.
What is that about? What is that?
I don't know. It looks cool though.
Does it?
I think it looks cool.
Like he seems like sometimes it's hard to walk. He's got so much stuff.
He got bandanas wrapped around his boot.
He's got the big chain, the chain that's not connected to a wallet or anything. It just loops onto the belt. It's just literally for looks.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
It does. I think the chain that isn't on a wallet is dumb.
I kind of agree with
that. And a lot of people think the chain wallet is dumb, but
it makes sense.
But the chain wallet makes sense, yeah, because the wallet falls out. Yeah.
I never carried a wallet in my butt pocket.
Yeah, but to be honest, I always thought the chain wallet was cool because bikers all wear. I always thought that was cool as a kid. So I'm hooked on it.
In high school, my old bass player and ex-boyfriend, like he makes chainmail, like he make like chainmail armor and shit, and he would make really fucking stellar, like wallet chains and shit.
Yeah.
So I had one of those, and then I realized, one, it's fucking heavy as fuck, and 2, I'm a girl. You don't put a wallet in your back pocket. It makes your butt look silly.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
But you girls put the phone back there. I know why you do that, though. Girls put phones in the back pocket. And you go, well, it's our only pockets. I go, yes, but also it does bring out your butt a little bit. It gives a little more of a bubble.
I don't know. I don't have any pants with pockets.
Yeah, but I think that you don't need to do that. But I think girls do that because it brings out a bubble.
Oh, really?
Yep, I really believe that. It's a thing.
I don't know. I always felt awkward putting anything in my pockets just because, 1, the pockets that we do have are so tiny, and 2, our pants are so tight. It's really uncomfortable to have anything in your pockets.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have pockets.
I can imagine.
Like we have things that are fake sewn pockets.
But it's weird. Like that whole band, the Hollywood Vampires, they're all wearing so many things. There's so many things.
Like I'm at the point where I put it down to the bare minimum. Like I don't have a whole bunch of bangles and baubles and beads up on stage.
Yeah, as I've gotten older, I've gotten less. But I'm gonna up the ring situation though. That's coming back, baby.
You're basically gonna have brass knuckles without having brass knuckles.
Yeah, but they're not on the knuckles though. That's a misconception about the punching with the rings. Bad news. It's bad for the guy. Brass
knuckles, they don't really go on the knuckles either. It's right there. It sits right there in between.
Yeah, it sits over the knuckle right here. But there's a grip. You got a grip. So it doesn't touch your knuckles. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So you there's no impact to your hand.
True.
With a brass, that's why brass knuckles are brutal because you can break their jaw and there's no impact to your hand. Rings fuck your fingers up when you punch with them. They do.
Yeah, I know.
It's a total misconception.
Oh, I know. I'm wearing 2 gigantic rings right now, and it hurts when I just hit the fucking table on accident.
But I do love rings though. I love them.
Yeah, they look cool.
They do, right?
They look really cool.
Yeah, and then I don't know why.
Like my
I
Uncle
bailed on
Danny,
him.
he always has
I love
massive
him.
amounts
I
of
love
rings.
that, especially guitar players. I
yeah,
love it.
and the thing is, like, how does he? I don't know how he plays guitar with so many big, gigantic ass rings. He's got gigantic fingers too, and he'll wear them. He'll wear rings right here, and then he'll wear rings above the second knuckle.
Well, he told me when he was in the studio, he was like, "It looks cool when I play guitar."
It does look cool
Yeah.
when he plays guitar.
Yeah,
It looks really cool.
I agree. But I think he plays guitar with such ease
Yeah.
that I think he can do that. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
I miss Danny. I gotta call him.
Yeah, I like Danny
Let's go to
too. He was
Texas.
very nice to me. I want to. Yeah.
Let's go to Texas. Go see my fucking kin.
Yeah. Let's do it. But I gotta wonder. Like I had a lot of friends growing up too, like punk rockers and the street punks and everything. Like there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot of patches, a lot of things,
There's so many belts.
a lot of belts.
My dad
Yeah.
used to tell me, he's like, you're not a punk rocker if you don't have at least 2 belts on. Because my dad came up in early 80s, fucking late 70s punk, and he was a punkabilly himself.
But what's funny is like all the while, what's weird is but all the greatest punk bands
They're all minimalist.
don't wear shit.
Yeah.
Well, for one, they got to play. You know what I mean? So it's like you go see like who's the
Like Joey Ramone, he's got a pair of jeans,
he's got a pair of
t-shirt,
jeans
and a leather
t-shirt
jacket.
and long hair. Yeah.
And Chucks.
Or yeah. I mean there's there was Johnny Rotten, but they played with their shirt off, and and you got Black Flag,
Henry Rollins is just up there naked.
I mean, Bad Religion. I mean, like it's funny. None of the bands actually dress like
right,
like the
their crowd that
fans.
listens to
Yeah.
them. Exactly. Bad Religion all looks like guys that just came out from doing yard work.
I mean,
in
you
their
got like the
backyard.
Casualties or but where they do the mohawk up, but you can't have all that gear on because it's hard to move around, and
Yeah.
punk rockers love to use that stage.
Yeah.
But I do, like when you see Aerosmith and Steven Tyler's got all the stuff.
Steven Tyler looks
It looks
cool,
pretty
though.
cool, and
He
he's
looks
doing.
fucking
He's
rad.
got all the stuff off his mic stand, and he does the mic stand.
But the thing is that that's also a functional thing because he does all the twirlies with his mic stand, and
Yeah,
it gives him
and it
something
gives it a
extra
little-
to grab
yeah,
onto if it
sure.
falls. So
Yeah, like
makes sense.
yeah. I mean, I used to love wearing my bullet belt
Yeah,
because
that's cool.
because I always felt you feel like a gunslinger or something. You know what I mean? Like it makes you feel
And
kind of.
whatever happened to that belt?
I can't find it. I don't know
Yeah.
where it went.
I have not seen it since we first started dating.
Yeah, it's either in storage or it's somewhere. But I'll bring it back. But it's an extra to do. It's heavy.
Yeah.
because it's real bullets.
And it pulls your pants down.
Yeah. I mean,
Like it does the exact opposite of what a belt is supposed to do.
Yeah.
It pulls your pants down because
yeah,
it's so heavy.
But it has real bullets in it, which
Yeah.
I love. And I loved it too because it has real M13 bullets in it, and then also has 38 specials in the front, real ones that goes in my Ruger, so I could literally peel those off and stick them in my Ruger.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's sick. I fixed it that way, so I have real bullets of a gun that I really carry. So it's like it's a cool situation, but running in that is a pain in the ass. And when that belt breaks on stage, which it has a
Which
few
has
times,
happened a few times.
Yeah.
There was one time that the Go-Go Riot show, it came off and I tripped over it. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
was wearing my fucking stiletto heels like a dumbass up on stage. Trip over your fucking
Yeah.
belt. It was ridiculous.
So I think sometimes like the quote unquote rocker or the musician that goes up there with all these things all over their body, and then you watch them play and you go, that's it. It's like,
and they're just standing there.
yeah, like
Because they're afraid if they move, they're going to trip over
That-
their 5 different
and a
belts.
lot of
and their
times they
4
don't look
different
that
fucking
cool
scarves.
either. Like it's like, I really believe in giving up a few bad notes for some good stage presence.
Yeah.
When they're so just staring at that neck the whole show. Spilled a little vodka.
No, it's tequila.
That's even worse. That's gonna smell. You better get on that. I'll take over.
Hold on. Yeah, you take over that mic.
Spilling tequila.
Hey, tequilas make my panties drop.
Tequila.
I don't wear panties.
Is that true? Is that true for a lot of girls? Is tequila the way to go?
Tequila's an aphrodisiac.
Tequila seems like it'll be a. Then you stepped in it.
I know.
Tequila seems like it'll be a problem because they start getting out. Now you got to babysit. It's been a long time since I've had to babysit a girl. I definitely have to babysit my friends sometimes, man. That's a problem.
Because you've been with me.
Ugh. I know. Well, that's a pet peeve of mine. I can't deal I can't deal with babysitting chicks.
Yeah, well,
Because you guys are the worst because you flop around and then you start making a scene.
this is the reason why he's with me, ladies and gentlemen. I can hold my liquor.
You start making us. Let me tell you about. So, let's see. I think this was right in between we were dating. This wasn't a girl I was dating, but this was a girl that wanted to do shows at the place, and she wanted to talk about making an album at the studio and things like that. So she was like, hey, let's go have some drinks and we'll talk about making the album. I go, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. So we went over to Shorty's place, and anyways, this girl got annihilated. Okay, and became a problem. And so like we went over and we talked over at the W Hotel because there was a nice little lounge there.
Yeah.
And she got annihilated and became very dumb. Very dumb.
Very dumb.
Yeah, she became very dumb. One, she is kind of a dumb Hollywood chick because she has she used a lot of Hollywood words and dumb things about her.
What Hollywood words did she use?
Well, she's talking about her album and she's gonna need security for this thing. Like nobody gives a fuck about you. It was just a lot of fake ass shit. And when you're talking to me too, I'm just going, oh boy. I go, but look, here's what if you got the green, we'll record it. You know,
yeah, you got the green. We'll figure it out. But this is she's saying we need security. We were talking about
doing
studio?
doing the show for the show. It's gonna be this big thing.
Oh, I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, this was way before that actual show, right?
Yeah, and that show was a disaster.
It was it happened exactly as I thought because she just lives in this stupid fake Hollywood world, you know, where they all pump each other up and watch videos on their phone all day. But anyways, the point is she got annihilated. So I just like, all right, well, it's time to go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you an Uber and we're gonna bail. And I'm just going to send you on. No, I'm not. I'm going to just stay and party. I go, okay, stay and party.
Yeah.
And
later.
So I go, all right, I'm going to go use the bathroom and bail. So I go use the bathroom, and I'm walking by, and I'm seeing her slumped over this chair like this, right? She's wearing these like hip hop pants. They're kind of baggy, but they got holes in it. So you can kind of like, you almost see in her twat right there, you know? Ugh. And she's sitting there, and there's 4 black dudes standing over. And I'm going, not good.
Yeah.
Not good. It's not good. So I'm like, hey girl, not gonna leave you here. And I'm like, excuse me, guys. Let me just get. And one of the dudes was like, hey, who are you? You know, he was like, who is you? I think that is what he said. But anyways, so I was like, yeah, I was hanging out with her, man. Like I gotta get her out of here. I'm not. She's gonna puke. I'm gonna get out now. I go, look, you're getting up. I can't in good conscience go home.
Yeah.
I can't do it because I see the moment they saw you lying here like a mess, they came right over to start buying you drinks. You know, so I ended up getting her out of there and sending her home and being a really good fucking guy.
Good job, baby.
Yeah, and she sucks, man. But. What was my point to all this? What was my being a mess?
Yeah, girls being a mess.
And not only, there wasn't a thank you for being a good dude. You know what I mean? Like I could have, because it's not
she
like
was young.
It's not like we're boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm someone she was supposed to hire. I didn't even have to go out with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just being a good guy, and but she sucks, and she sucked later on too. She definitely sucked later on. And
she caused problems.
She caused problems, then I gave her the business. Then I was like, look, I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I need you to just go.
Just get the fuck out.
Get out of my life. Yeah, you don't belong. You're dumb. You're talking to the wrong people. So, well, it's true. Her head was filled with bullshit, you know. So, anyways, I got rid of her. But yeah, that's an example of, you know, but I should have just fucking left her. Like, go ahead, fucking do your thing.
No, you wouldn't. You have a conscience when it comes down to girls, and you're constantly worried about.
That's true. I can't have it.
Advantage of.
I would have been up all night going, oh, I bet right now is not good.
Yeah.
You know, like as I'm lying in bed going, I bet this is at the W Hotel right now. She's getting smashed. You know, by like 4 dudes. Maybe she's having a blast.
Yeah,
maybe she's like, you fucking cock blocker.
Fucking cock block.
But believe me, I sensed not good.
Yeah, I mean, drunk girls at the bar are always the prime target for vultures. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it's, but girls, Jesus fucking Christ, like, start protecting yourself a little bit. I mean, start being smart.
that's just something that comes with age, honestly, baby, because like me in my early 20s, I mean, it's a good thing that I'm a serial monogamous, because honestly, I was a fucking wreck in my early 20s with boyfriends. Like if I was single during that time,
Do you?
I probably would have been raped.
Oh,
probably
Jesus.
would have been.
Well, don't say that. But do you regret being in like long-term relationships all the time?
Nope.
Like, do you miss not being like the single girl?
Nope. I don't like being single.
You don't?
No, I don't like being single because I feel like, I don't know, people have something to gain when being with me. I'm doing a favor.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I don't know. I don't like the dating world. I'm always that person too. Like if I like you, then now my eye is set on you, and if I don't get you, then there's something obviously wrong with me that hits me like it's some sort of weird fucking like psyche shit in my brain. But every guy that I've ever liked, I've ended up in a relationship with. But I've also always been the aggressor and like, hey, so I like you. Are we a thing or not? If not, then I gotta get the fuck out of here and move on.
That's so easy for chicks, man, because like chicks, it's easy to get your dude. It's not easy to get you.
Most women aren't like me either, though. They're not the aggressor, but I don't have time to waste.
Which you should. You should be.
Yeah, I agree.
And especially, look, I was thinking about that too. Nowadays, the girl has to be the aggressor because guys are bitches.
Yeah. But I
Right?
mean, and also, yeah, in this whole world of
Really
Me
think
Too,
about
like
that.
guys are afraid to make any moves. So
like, really think about that, though.
I know.
Like, what are girls doing now as far as hooking up and you know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
like,
they are. Hopefully, they are coming into their own a lot more and seeing things. Like I've been doing this shit since I was in high school. If I liked you, I said, "Hey, I like you. I'm gonna kiss you now. Are you cool with that? Let's do this." Because I don't have time to fucking waste on whether you like me or I like you. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna pine over you. I don't have shit. I've got shit to do.
yeah.
I like you. I want to have sex with you. Let's have sex, and then maybe like if we hang out and I like you even after we have sex, maybe we date.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I've always been that way though.
That is very interesting, though. I bet that is swinging the other way. Where 10 years from now, girls are going to be way the aggressor.
I don't like that.
And it may be where the guy now it turns to the guy's like, I'm not putting out until the third date. The guy's now going. You got to work for me now.
And that's when she goes, well, good, but I'm going to put it in your butthole.
What if the whole thing's going to change? The girl, like the guy gets mad if she doesn't pick up the tab. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing changes.
Listen, ladies, we all wanted fucking equality.
Well, you
Just
want equality until the bills come. That's what that's what girls when it comes time to pay for the movies, girls are like, you're supposed to pay. What about equality, bitch?
Yeah, I've also never done that. I've always offered to pay my own way. I only let you pay. Or I don't let you pay. Like if you want to pay and you tell me you want to.
Well,
pay,
no,
fine.
that's a good move. We've talked about
always
that.
been that
We've
way.
talked about that before. That's a great move. Is for girls to go, hey, let me throw in. You go, nah, I got it.
Yeah, but I always expect to. I always expect to throw in. I always expect that I'm gonna take care at least for myself.
But look, ladies, even if you don't expect to, it's a big. You get big points by going. But I said this on that last podcast that I did when I was like, hey, but even ladies, here's a big. If you want to score some points, we should do a lady scoring points one. But here's a big one. One, act like you want to throw in. But number two, know the drink that he gets when you get up and go to the bathroom. When you come back with his drink.
Oh yeah, that's a great.
Buy him a
That's a great. Well, that also that goes the other way too for women.
Yeah.
If you know her drink.
Yeah.
And she goes to the bathroom and you see that she's low, that's top notch.
Yeah.
And I
But
know
that goes double for
I know
chicks,
it seems a little ass backwards, but I like it if the guy knows what I'm going to order at a restaurant. I don't mind having you order for me.
Yeah, of course.
I've got no qualms with that because that means that my man knows me.
Yeah, of course. Why would anybody have a problem with that?
Well, I mean, in this day and age, it's like,
oh, please.
I don't like it when a guy opens up the door.
No, but that's wrong. That's only in media. girls. I've never dated a girl.
Also, I don't think
that was ever like that.
I don't think that there's something that's not something that you do with a first date or even a 10th date. It's not something that you do with somebody you're dating. It's something that you do with somebody that you're in a relationship with.
What are you talking about?
Like if you're ordering for someone.
Well, of course, because you don't know what the fuck she wants. Yeah, of course not. Yeah, no, you don't do that. But what you do, like she
but
like.
If you remember or if you know what I like.
She likes a Long Island iced tea or whatever, right? I know, I'm just saying something.
Yeah,
I'm saying for you young girls,
me.
for you young Long Beach girls, you getting a Long Beach iced tea or whatever, right? And but of course you go and she'll have another one of these, and then she can go, nah, you know what? I'm gonna have something different. And you go, okay, cool. But it is bigger points for chicks when the girl goes to the bathroom and the guy's waiting at the table for her to come back, and she comes back with doubles you up on another one. Yeah. Big points right there.
Yeah, so you're either going to have a Tullamore Dew,
but
large rock.
Not big points if she put it on your tab, though. You know,
I
like all of a sudden
agree.
you go, oh, you put that on my tab, you cheap bitch. Oh, what the fuck?
Also agree.
Yeah,
like you'll have a Tullamore Dew with large rock.
That's right.
Or you'll whatever red beer is in the house.
That is correct. But we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah. What's my drink?
Well,
I switch it up.
Well, you're drinking tequila right now, but no, you like maybe a rye whiskey on a rock or an old fashioned.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, you get you an old fashioned. You can't go wrong with that.
But yeah, normally if we're going out, I'm drinking whiskey, and unless like I just happen to be gifted this
like a Knob Creek or something, right?
Yeah, Knob Creek. That's a bourbon, and yes, I love bourbons, but there are a few ryes that I like. When we go over to the place we get wings, I love their High West rye that they have there.
I want those wings.
Yeah, those wings are so good. But like that's a thing though. Like women don't know how to read the room when you're in your 20s. When you're in your mid 30s
I guess
and 40s,
of course they don't.
Well, guys don't either. Guys are fucking stupid until they hit like 33, and then you're okay. Then you're stupid, but you're
I guess
smart enough.
We're all pretty dumb. I mean, really. I mean, we're both guys and girls are pretty dumb, and you know, the fact that we get hooked up is just weird. You know that. Like it just the way that the cards just fell to where you ended up hooking up with this random chick.
Well, that's how we started this whole thing off, even before we started the podcast. Like, 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. And if you wouldn't have gone to Hollywood, and if you wouldn't have started doing your podcast, we would have never met. We've been podcasting for 10 years together. Yeah. I was gonna start posting a lot of those Rebel Radio archive stuff. Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I was gonna start.
I don't know what the fuck I said, and most of those I was tanked.
I was thinking about that too, going, man, that is.
Yeah, what do we say?
Oh, I was saying all kinds of asinine shit just to get a rise out of everybody.
That was a party though.
That was a party.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, it was. It's too bad.
Do you still have all those archives?
Yeah, I have them all.
Woo! I'd like to listen back on all of those.
Yeah, I have them all. I think I have some bunch in the iTunes too, because back then there wasn't all this technology and gear.
This was before Apple had Apple Podcasts and shit.
Podcasting wasn't even that big 10 years ago. So you didn't have these podcasting things. You didn't even have ways to get it up for people to listen to. So you had to put it up on websites, and you know how much space you have to buy on your websites, to put 3 hours worth of audio up. Yeah. And then we tried to move the video, which ultimately killed us. But it was
although, like, if you were in there with those podcasts, there was more shenanigans going on outside of the recording room, outside of the studio. It was
a party. I mean, it was nuts.
It was Sunday fucking shenanigans.
It was a beautiful thing when it was rocking and rolling. But it definitely got killed by other people kind of putting their little dirty little hands in it and other ideas and going in the video. And I was against all of it. And I should have stuck to my guns on that. Yeah. I should have stuck to my guns on that. But I definitely should have been more verbal on a lot of things too.
Like I'd love to go back and this was 30-year-old me. Because I'm going to be 40, guys. Jesus Christ, I'm going to be 40. But that was 30-year-old me, and this is me already not being as much of an asshole as I was in my 20s. Yeah, and there's some stupid shit that we did.
And I was major in middle of surgeries and
you were
I'm on a cane.
You were in the prime time of angry, and you would get pissed off in every single podcast. I'm waiting like right around minute like 52. in the podcast. Like you get pissed off and he's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
You know, like if I'm gonna be really honest as to why that I would just flip, because for one, Phil made it very hard for me every time.
Yeah, nobody knows who Phil is right now.
I know. Phil was the studio owner, but it was he made things difficult for me. So by the time you guys got in there, I was already working my ass off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not to mention I was in pain all the time.
Yep.
And I was popping painkillers, so those probably started to wear off, you know.
Yeah, you would always start off all fun and happy.
Yeah.
And then around 50 minutes, you'd be all pissed off at something.
I had, you know, like a girlfriend that made it kind of difficult too. Like if I think back, like, so there was a lot of things I was fighting through to get to, you know what I mean? And I'm just really trying to have fun here, guys, and you're fucking with me, you know. But also I was trying to do something, you know, fun, and I spice some shit up too. And I was trying to be, and you know, I was trying not to put up with shit, because I definitely do hate like the bullshit rock star stuff, or dudes are like, and I'm like, don't come in here with your boring shit.
Yeah. You're such a rock star.
Come correct,
you partied
son.
all night last night.
Yeah, come correct. You know. So,
And then like they get off the camera like, hi, oh yeah, thank you so much for having us.
yeah, we'll put a little. I'll put a little something on. I think I have it on that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right, let's get out.
All right, later, guys.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Cheers.